Hey there guys, Nintendo Caprice on here, welcome back to Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies 2. In the last episode, we discovered that several of our previous levels that we've been through suddenly had, star challenges, and I hope you're not too disappointed to see that I did a lot of them off screen, because as it turns out, a lot of these challenges are actually pretty unique, and the more I did them, the more I found myself kind of thinking, you know, I should show some of these. So, I left a few behind here in level 10, and I'm going to show these now. But rest assured that there are many different types of challenges that crop up when you get to this point in the game. And I will probably be showing more of those when I get to Pirate Land, if at all possible. But this is just an example of one of the kinds of challenges you might see. Here we have to defeat 15 zombies in 30 seconds and spend no more than 2,000 sun. And of course, don't lose any lawnmowers. Now, when you have a challenge that says don't spend any more than so much amount of sun, it's a good idea to stick to mostly just regular, you know, basic plants. I would say definitely still take the walnuts, maybe take these just in case. And then probably take these, because they didn't say anything about losing plants. Some of the challenges will tell you something like don't lose any more than 2 plants. But when you have TSPPs like this frozen cabbage, or the potato mine, or even the walnuts as far as that goes, those count as plants lost once you've consumed them. So you can't use plants like that when one of the challenges is don't lose any more than 2 plants or whatever. So that becomes an issue, and we'll probably see that on the next level. There's other ones that say something like that you have to produce a certain amount of sun in the level. Like the last one in level 9, I had to produce 45 sun during the breast of the level. And that was surprisingly hard. I'm not gonna lie. Now in this level, I'm only allowed to spend 2,000 sun for the entire breast of the level. I'm gonna keep saying that because it's so stupid. The entire breast of the level. I'm going to go ahead and put one right here just to be working on these gravestones. Actually, as far as that goes, I probably should have put a repeater there, but I probably should have saved for the one, I mean. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Unfortunately, there's nothing about losing plants in this level, so I will be able to freeze zombies as is needed. And use walnuts as well. But keep in mind, using walnuts is going to take off of your sun. You know, as you can see, we're only allowed to spend so much sun here. There are also some challenges that'll say never have more than 15 plants on the screen. So, you have to watch out for that. And since I didn't mention it, one of the challenges in this level was to defeat 15 zombies in 30 seconds. I will show you the best way to do that. At least the best way that I've seen to do it. I've actually already shown it, but this is bad. Fortunately, I'm free to dig up those ones. See, I can't decide if a repeater or you know, it might as well be a repeater. No, I don't think so. Should be stealing my sun. But yeah, on these levels, I like to just plant 2 sunflowers and that's it. Because since you're not allowed to spend only, you know, you're only allowed to spend so much sun anyway. So at least having only 2 sunflowers keeps me from spending too much of it at once. And also just kind of enables me to bide my time rather than just going full frontal assault. There's plant food right there. Wasn't watching the right side of the screen for a while there. We're going to need another repeater here to take out this cone head. Maybe a walnut just to keep him busy. Good thing there's not a limit on how many plants I can have here. But every walnut I lose is another one that's gonna have to be replaced. Hence, I'm gonna have to spend more sun. And every repeater I put out there is gonna... You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do this. Just cause, you know, it's different. And, I don't know, maybe it'll pay off, I don't know. This is probably what I should be doing, like, all the time for every row. So that might prove to be a better idea. I'm not sure yet, actually, if this is the best way to do this. I'm pretty sure the 2 sunflowers thing is going to stick. Like, that has to be the way that you do that. Oh, this is not good. So I got 950 sun left. Which is something. Oh, that's a terrible pun. It wasn't even a pun, it was just something. Jeez. Is that Conehead gonna die? Yeah, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be just fine. He's gonna be dead and fine. We want to make sure we save enough sun to actually do the 15 zombies in 30 seconds. Which I do have a plan for that, but we're gonna need about 300 sun to pull it off. You probably already know how I'm gonna do it, but this is not the final wave, so don't do it just yet. We're not ready just yet. Okay, we need, what did I say? 300 sun? 300 sun and 2 plant food. Which further gives away my so-called strategy. That walnut is already dead on here. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get rid of those rows on 2, or get rid of... Shit, oh man, that fire guy scared me for a minute there. We're gonna need more firepower on row 5 as well. And probably 2 more walnuts for rows 2 and 5. Let's go ahead and get this out. Shit, this was a bad idea. Plant food, plant food. There we go. That's probably what I should go ahead and do here. Just so that walnut doesn't get eaten, and then go ahead and plant this guy here. Okay, we got 50 sun left, basically. That's all we got. Because I have to get those 15... Okay, what I plan to do about the 15 zombies in 30 seconds is plant 2 bonk choys. 1 on row 2 and 1 on row 4. Right out at the front. And just give them both plant food right away. And that should pretty much finish off the big wave that comes at the end. And this is row 3 is not looking very good right now. Is there more plant food coming? I'm gonna have to trust that they're... well... Jeez, man. I still have 50 sun I can spend. And it looks like I may need to do it here, because these guys are not going down. So, there it is, there it is, there it is. Let me see if I can at least stop one of them. Row 1's in trouble too. There's plant food right there. Just in case we need it. Shit, would you hurry up and die, you stupid conehead? Man. There we go. Okay, alright, alright, alright. We may have to go so far as to put plant food on this guy just to get rid of this conehead on row 3. So I don't think, Jeez, and those graves are just destroying everything. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, man. Still got 2 plant... I mean, we're still okay, I think, here. For the most part. Man, row 2's in a bit of a jam here. Okay, row 1 is okay. Yeah, boy. There we go. Knock that guy's head off. Alright, there you go. Okay, row 3 and 4 have equal firepower here. Row 5 should be okay. Row 1, well, he's got the bonk choy. Oh, this is gonna be close. I'm waiting for the words to pop up to say that a final, you know, row is coming. Oh, shit. He might be able to kill that bonk choy. Oh, good, he didn't. Huh. Man. Should I do it now? I'm gonna do it now. I think that's 15. Oh, shit, that's right. And then, on the bottom, and once again, that did it. Okay, that did it. I know because of the green check mark at the top. That's how you know that you've done it, so Now we just gotta survive the level. We can't spend any more sun, though, so... We got one plant food, though. You know what? Screw it. Let's get rid of that casket guy. Okay, that's not necessarily an instant death there, either, that bok choy plus plant food. I thought it was, but, it's not. Because that casket guy took a few hits from it. And he didn't go down, so... Could this actually be the end of the level? Could anything ever be so beautiful? Well, that was only the second star, so I don't imagine it would be that hard. Yep, we got it. Okay. But this is an example of, like, what you're going to go through when you replay these levels. It's not just replaying the levels for the sake of replaying them. When you do actually have some unique challenges that you're going to have to overcome. And this is why part of me thinks maybe some of this would have been worth showing. Like, more of this would have been worth showing. But, you know what? I'm sure they'll do it again in Pirate Land, and I can show some more of it then. But, otherwise, though, I also can't help but think, you know, that we've been in ancient Egypt for a long time. And if I spent any more than, like, 3 or 4 more videos here, I think it would have started to get a little stale. Which is why I'm actually kind of glad I'm doing it this way. So to earn this star, we need to never have more than 14 plants. Don't spend any sun for 120 seconds. And don't lose any lawnmowers. Now, I made the mistake of thinking that when it says don't spend any sun for X amount of seconds, I thought that meant at the beginning of the round. So you can imagine my frustration when it got up to 60, 90 seconds. I'm like, how am I supposed to survive for 90 seconds without spending any sun? Well, as it turns out, you can spend any 120 seconds without spending sun. It could be like later in the match. It doesn't have to be the first 120 seconds. So they said never have more than 14 plants, which means we're gonna need the double sunflowers. We're gonna need these and these, and probably this. They didn't say anything about losing plants. I really would like to have a Grave Eater or a Freeze Art. Did I just say a Freeze Art? I think we should be okay with that. Just never have more than 14 plants, though. Jeez. That's tough. Because that means we probably have to dig up our sunflowers. But now you're going to notice that every time I plant another plant, that clock at the top of the screen is going to reset to 2 minutes. So at some point in the round, we have to go 2 minutes without spending sun. It's just fortunate that it doesn't have to be the first 2 minutes, because that's what I thought. But it turns out that's not true. So, good news, I guess. We're going to go ahead and do this. On the level where you have to spend 4,500 sun, you have to get your second sunflower out like straight away, and it has to be a double sunflower. Otherwise, you're not going to get through that level. Because I had to do it several times, and that's what it takes pretty much to do it. So we'll be waiting on more double sunflowers here as we continue through the. Well, now we're going to have to make sure we. I mean, we don't have a certain amount of sun that we have to generate in this level, so it's perfectly okay to not plant all your suns straight away. Another thing that you're going to have to do on the level that requires you to produce 4,500 sun is put plant food on your sunflowers, because that causes them to produce a whole bunch of sun really fast. And there's no other way to make that sun up in time other than to do that. Like, I had to spend 3 or 4 plant foods on my sunflowers just to get that sun up. And this is already looking to be a problem here, so make sure we take care of that. I don't want to get too many cabbage pults out here. The only reason I really like cabbage pults is because I like their plant food bonus. But otherwise, I'd rather have this man. And you can see up there, it's tracking my plants. Like, I mean, if I can't have any more than 14 plants on the screen, then I probably don't need that many sunflowers either, you know? Because what am I going to spend the sun on, you know? So let's hurry up and try to get a first repeater out there if we can. Oh, there it all comes at once like that. Gotta love it. Okay, that guy on row 2 is dead. That's good. I was worried about that. Go ahead and start taking out these graves, man. I don't know what to do about this grave on row 3. Probably just dig up the cabbage pulp and replace it with a repeater. We're already down to 3 plants left, is all we can do. Now, if you dig up a plant, that number will go back up to 4. So that's the good news. I mean, shit, is he gonna die? This guy on row 3 is bothering me a little bit here. Okay, good. Let's real quick dig this guy up and replace him with a repeater. That should be enough time for him. Well, he should be able to get rid of that grave in time. If not, we got plant food now, so good. Huh, alright. So I guess this is the point in the video where I would normally ask, how's everybody doing, but, kind of stressed out right now. I can't do that. I can't talk to you guys. But you stressed. I mean, I'm not dressed, but I'm stressed. Where did that walnut go? Did it get eaten? I'm gonna need to put another one out there, though. There's 2 plants left is all we got here. Rows 1 and 2 should be okay. 2 is a little questionable with all the graves out there. But, in row 5, it's pretty okay. Row 4 needs some work. There. Okay. And I personally, I don't really care if that walnut gets eaten, just as long as it stalls those guys for long enough to... As far as that goes, once, well, you know, never mind. Well, at least one of you guys die here, so... You're not gonna die, are you? Okay, fine. So what you can do is just plant walnuts and then dig them back up once we're done with them. Because you can't afford to have those things sitting out there. Is this good? I mean, are we good here? I don't know. Can't really decide. Well, we are full on plant food, so if nothing else, I mean... Let's go the cabbage pulp route. Get these guys weakened up a little bit. So we probably got more coming pretty soon anyway. Yeah. Okay, so what's going to be our last plant here? Let's go ahead and take out this walnut. We don't need that. Besides, we need to be able to put another one down. If I decide I want to put out one more plant. So 14 plants. You know what I could do? Yeah, we got extra sun. Why don't I do that? Okay. Do this. Besides, that guy's got me a little worried. It might not be a bad idea to keep that, you know, 2 left at the top. Just so that I can do this in an emergency. And if it turns out that I don't need it later, then I can just shovel it up. But, oh man. This is gonna be rough, man. I didn't realize. Okay, you know what? It's not gonna be so bad. Yeah, what do you know? It's a lucky thing that that cabbage pulp plant food combination also hits the graves. I only got 1 plant left. Okay, wait a minute. I do have the walnut, though. Okay, let's do this, and then that. I'm seriously thinking I'm going to dig up another sunflower in a minute here. In fact, I know I am, right there. Shit, I didn't... Okay, here. That grave's going to be a problem. Wait, here. Boy, I just barely had enough for that, didn't I? You know, even with the plant food, it's still, he just barely knocked that guy down. Okay, we still have 2 more plant food power-ups, so I think we're okay. Yeah, I do believe we are. Row 2's got nothing going on now. Now that I've done put that plant in there. So, and once again, I mean, what else are you going to do with the sun? You can't plant anymore. And the most you can do with the sun is maybe put a walnut out as is needed. And then just dig it up when you're done with it because you don't need it anymore. It's kind of like having a walnut and being able to move it around different rows. Because you know you'll have the sun for it. Like, for instance, right now. A little torn between... Shoot, I don't need to be torn. Let's just do this. And then this. 0 left. Plant 1 more, you're in trouble, boy. Man, here they come. Good lord, man. This is bad, I tell you. But it doesn't have to be. You know what? Screw it. Do it again. Okay, now we dig up this walnut. Dig up the walnut, I said. There, that's what it is. I'm pushing too close to the edge of the phone. That's why it's not picking it up. Hey, do we need to plant one for you, or are you going to be a good boy and die? Ah, good boy. Play dead. Oh, no! I was supposed to not spend any sun for 120 seconds. I totally forgot. I thought towards the end there would be... Oh, man. I forgot all about that. Oh, man, that's bad. Okay, guys, I'm back, and it's a totally different day now. And I decided to jump in here. Pretty close to the end of the round, as you can tell by the progress bar at the top, but, now, just remind me not to spend any sun here. If I start to spend any sun, slap me in the face. But I do believe we got it this time. We have one repeater on each row. And a couple of plant foods in case of emergencies, like I can see one trying to come up right here on row 2, which, no, that one's gonna be okay. Even just by touching the screen to pick up the sun, I worry that I'm accidentally going to hit something and plant something. But I think we should be okay this time. So being that it's a new day, let me go ahead and tell you that last night I only got 5 hours of sleep. And that is a pretty rare occurrence for me to get by on that little sleep. I can't actually remember the last time I got by on that little sleep. But surprisingly, as well, shoot. I wouldn't have thought row 5 would have so much trouble, but there you go. It means the rest of you guys are going to have to get along without plant food, because I just blew it. Well, then maybe not. We do only have 30 seconds here left on the time, so after that we can plant a walnut if we need to. Even as it is, we only have one plant left, though. So we got to be careful. We got to be very careful. Yeah, but back in the old days, I remember thinking that sometimes, if I got 5 hours of sleep, I was better off than when I got 8. You know, I just felt less tired. But I'll tell you what, it catches up with you when you get to the end of the day, I'll tell you that. And this fire guy, these fire guys coming on the 3rd row are going to be a problem. Unless somebody drops us some plant food. And that's not looking too likely here. Hang on, I'm gonna do it. Well, if I can get it to... Yeah, that's right, take that. Sorry, dudes and dudettes, but, we had to do what we had to do there. Huh. Since I don't have any walnuts out here at all, like, any protection. Yeah, I'm probably gonna miss a key. I've been grinding for a key for the last hour, and I haven't seen one. Now, I heard a rumor that, like, with the update, came, less frequent keys, which means, you know, the players were more encouraged, I guess, to pay real money for them instead. Which does seem a little bit dirty, but, what are you gonna do? Well, I do have the Grave Eater here. Suppose I could take advantage. No key drops, huh? Oh man, we might need to get some reinforcements here. That was actually a really dumb idea. Well, maybe not. Did we actually just earn this star with 3 plants left over? Damn, son, I believe we did. Well, there you go. That finishes off level 10, and thank God. Can't believe I had to come back on a whole nother day and record this last little 5 minutes worth, but you know what, it was fun. Like I said, I've been grinding for those keys, and they're not coming up. I tell you, man. If there's one thing I ever do actually end up spending real money on, it would probably be that. I don't know how much, like, the original video before this is going to last. So rather than spoiling anything, I'm going to save what happens next for next time. Because I don't even know what's going to happen next. I guess I'm going to click the Stargate. Well, I need 15 stars. I have 34 somehow. That's probably because I went back and earned some more than once. Yeah, but, whatever. Boy, I wish the keys were as frequent as the stars were. I mean, I even went off and found a Yeti and beat him, and all he gave me was a diamond. I was like, wah, I don't want a diamond, I want a key, man. All I need is one more. I did get one key. But that was over an hour ago. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I done lost my sense of time. I don't know why I'm still talking. So next time on Plants vs. Zombies 2, guys, well, yeah, what? The pen is blue! The pen is blue! See you guys later.